Hi everyone, we are here at the 2015 Cambridge House Investment Conference. Joining me now is President of Pinecrest Resources, Ryan King. What is happening with Pinecrest right now, Ryan?
Yeah, thanks for the time and thanks for asking about Pinecrest. We're very excited about Pinecrest for the 12 months ahead and beyond that, because we just recently closed a transaction with Kinross Gold and Edgewater Exploration to acquire this Enchi gold project in Ghana. It's got a 1 million ounce oxide resource of gold right now. We think the project is in its infancy, really. A lot of opportunity to grow. And the nice thing for investors is we're about to announce a preliminary economic assessment on the project, and I think that's going to show a great value opposition for investors.
You've been following gold a little bit. A lot of people have said that we've hit bottom. Could only go up. On Friday, it was up 5%. How are you feeling about gold right now?
You know, I wish I had a crystal ball to look into, but it's a tough question. The one thing that is interesting right now is the United States, really with the fall of oil, has this is like a big stimulus package. So it's still very interesting to see how the U.S. dollar is going up. And gold is now going up with the U.S. dollar. I think it has a lot to do with currencies around the world debasing. It has a lot to do with Europe. It has a lot to do with what happened last week with the Swiss National Bank. You know, this happened last year at the same time. Gold started to go up beginning of the year, and then obviously we saw what happened throughout the rest of the year. So I do think that we're probably near a bottom. You know, we're seeing the costs of gold production continually go up. It's come down a little bit recently, but you know, the average cost base is around $1,100 to produce an ounce of gold all in. So I do think we're probably close to a bottom. I think it's going to be a volatile year ahead of us, but I can only see, you know, it going up. Otherwise, we're going to start to lose production.
You mentioned oil prices. Obviously, they've been falling, dropped below $50 for the first time since 2009. How is that impacting your project?
It's hard to say. You know, as I mentioned, we're still working through a preliminary economic assessment. Obviously, it's going to help us a little bit on the cost base, but it's really hard to say what the future looks like for oil. I don't know that we're going to be seeing oil prices down at these prices for a long period of time. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of political instability in various regions, and a lot of this has to do with politics. But at the end of the day, we are seeing a bit of a slowdown in the world economy, and so therefore you're probably going to see oil prices stay a little bit lower. But this seems like it's overshot, and I think we'll probably see an average price between $60 and $80 oil this year. Again, hard to say, and so that does have some impact on our project in Ghana, but not a huge amount goes into these fuel costs. So we'll see when we put out this study.
Lastly, we're here at the Cambridge House Investment Conference. A lot of investors on the floor today. What would you say to a first-time investor that you wanted to be interested in Pinecrest Resources?
Well, I mean, I'm a gold bug. I think the gold price is going higher in the long term, and I would say that, you know, being an investor in these small cap, higher risk companies is tough. You got to have some patience, and at the end of the day, the asset really has to speak for itself. And I do think there's a value proposition for people looking at Pinecrest right now because it's such a new company. I think there's an opportunity where I think this economic study is going to show that the project does work. It works well at these prices, and I think the opportunity is that the resource will grow, and we have the capital in the Treasury now to expand it and make this a real value proposition for investors. So you know, with that, I just really looking forward to the year ahead.